Mark Zuckerberg has shamelessly ripped off Elon Musk and introduced a paid for verification feature. But this is a good thing. Here's why. So, you may have seen the news recently that Facebook have announced that Instagram and Facebook will be getting a paid for verification. It's going to cost $11.99 a month on web or $14.99 for iPhone. And it's essentially just a barefaced ripoff of the feature that Elon Musk introduced on Twitter Blue, which is, again, paid for verification. So essentially, you pay a monthly subscription to get access to different features. So on Twitter, it's things like extended video and prioritization in the algorithm. But you also get that sought after blue tick next to your name, or in Twitter's case, it's going to be different color ticks. Now, Facebook's never done this. Facebook and Instagram have always been entirely free to use. And so it's a big change. And the reason why I think it is a good thing is simply about incentives. So if you think about Facebook's and Instagram's current incentives to develop their products, all of their revenue, or the vast majority of their revenue, comes from advertisers. So their incentive is to build a product that hooks you in and gets you scrolling through it as much as possible. What they want to do is create inventory for advertisers. And inventory is basically you and me scrolling. And so all of the different spots that go past are all a piece of potential ad inventory. So all of their incentive is just to build a platform that basically hooks you in. So it's really Moorish and it's really kind of addictive, and it has notifications everywhere, trying to make sure that you spend more and more time with the platform. Now, that's not the same incentive as a paid for service. So anyone who's got a subscription to a media outlet like The Economist or the FT or any of those guys will see that, when you log into your Economist account, it's not full of notifications. The priority on their UX is about giving you a premium feel with a platform that you actually want to use, but that doesn't feel addictive, and it isn't full of crap. If you look at it, when I look at my Facebook feed, it's not full of deep, engaging stories that I'm really going to extend my understanding of things. It's full of short form video clips of stuff that it knows I'm going to stop scrolling on because it's gaming my perceptions. It's stuff like 10 great Roger Federer backhands, which is my apparently the thing that the algorithm knows I love the most. And so it's yes, great. I like watching tennis here and there, but I don't want to watch it all day. But it games my reactions to give me increasing amounts of this same content, or just really like rubbish 10-second videos of stuff I'm not really that interested in, but that my reactions will stop on and scroll through. And I'm sure that this sensation and experience is familiar to many of you. So the fact that now these incentives are changing means that when revenue comes in from users paying for a service, they're going to expect a higher quality. And so it will flip. It's not just about what advertisers want, i.e. lots of eyeballs all the time. It's going to be about the user experience as well. So I do think it's a good thing. I think it's also signifying the fact that Elon Musk is disrupting yet another industry. He did it with the car industry. A lot of people said that when he bought Twitter, it would flop, it would fail. Actually, now historically the big beast, the big 800-pound gorilla of social media is now copying him. It's not the first time Facebook have ripped somebody off. Like, they're quite famous for it. They nicked Instagram stories from Snapchat. They introduced Instagram Reels, which was just TikTok, basically. They've now got that on Facebook as well. So Facebook does have form in this, but I think it's interesting that the person they're now copying is Twitter and Elon Musk, because that's never happened before. They've never tried to copy what Twitter are doing. They've kind of let Twitter exist in their own world and never gone after their features because their user growth wasn't there. So what this says is that Elon Musk must be doing something right. If Mark Zuckerberg is now coming after his features, clearly he's disrupting things and he's bringing ideas to the table that are actually worth looking at and worth copying. So I think that's interesting. Another feature that Facebook have introduced, which I also thought was interesting and worth talking about, is broadcast channels, which is a way for creators, they say, creators to deepen their relationship with their followers at scale. So it's a way to basically send DMs to lots of people all at once. So it's got lots of different features involved. And this is really, I think, taking its key from private communities. So there are businesses out there who build private communities where creators can have a more kind of engaged and reciprocal relationship with the people that follow them. So if you think about, your Instagrams as being, you'll have thousands of followers who kind of maybe like your posts every now and then. There are community apps where you can build your own app as a creator, and then you can kind of have a much more deep and potentially profitable relationship with your biggest fans and followers. So I think this is Facebook trying to kind of start to move in that direction with Messenger. So I think that's another interesting feature. They're clearly making moves. Their share price is starting to go in a bit of a better direction. So, things are happening at Facebook. I hope that what they're going to start to realize is what I've said before, is that at their core, they are a social media platform. You can still get great results with your advertising on Facebook. I think the VR thing is a massive distraction. I've always thought that. I do think that when Facebook focuses on what it does best, it builds great products for advertisers, and I'm sure they will continue to do so. That's what I wanted to talk to you about this week. I hope you guys have great weeks, and I will see you next week. Bye.